How did you win? Jim Riley, Joe Zillig, Harry Race, Bernard LaChance, TJ Dave, Perlita, Quinwan, Elton Anderson, Don Wiley, 1961, Oyster Cracker Man, Bitted Bat, 4 Blue Boy Boxes, GPS, Paso Robo, Rapist Knight, Red Randy, Red Gordon, and Ellery's All-American Antilla, Jim Hallville Duvall. How did you win, Bernard and Perlita? That must be then your the hillbilly squads with Red Rant. That must be your relatives since you defend that shit then, huh, Bernard and Perlita? That must be your relatives, Ellery and Bernard. Your hillbilly relatives. So when you dogpiled people down into the corners into Texas or here or Florida, Bernard, and caused problems, how is that winning? That's disorganized. That means, you know, with all that crap they do, Bernard running around crazy and yelling and screaming, that they have no focus. They're off kilter. They're broke, Bernard. That's not a win. That's just you doing the same thing, Bernard. La Chancellor, Fag of La Freeman of La Carney, marching in problems and ruining shit, which gives an answer as to the ones who fucked up everybody's stuff and stole it in the first place, huh, Bernard? Joe. That's not a win. All-American. It's making you look stupid. Bernard de la Faga La Chance, the torture machine. So remember that, Bernard. And oh yeah, what did Gordon, Airy 138 say? Bar brawl, bar fight. So you guys have your little bar fight and you send down your squads of hillbilly groups into the states and just cause problems. Oh, we find the murderer. So, you know, all that shit talk story that you guys do to cover up, Bernard, you pretty much announced that you fucking rape and murder and mutilate and torture people that are innocent and fuck up their shit and steal it. That's not winning. That's you being a dumb fuck. It means you have no focus and you run chaos with Joe or Harry and the All-American Antilla, stealing shit, ruining shit, lying about family members, fucking them up, being a candy faggot. GPS Robo Knight didn't win. He's a rapist and a kidnapper and a thief. He ruined Bailey's life, Kim's life, my life, the Schwartz's life, just about everybody. It means you're a spoiled fag, Bernard. It means you're a rapist and a pedophile. A man that likes to go and cause chaos and strike up wars. So since Gordon already said about the pub fight and all that, and you guys abuse women, it's predictable. They can process and predict and model your war for the end of time, Bernard. That is not winning. It means Harry and you guys in Pickens Street, Jamaica Street came through and fucked up everybody's shit and stole it. And then you guys rerun people in with your fucking breeding farm and fucking tried to announce that you're heroes with Perlita and shit, Bernard. No, Bernard, that's not winning. That's thinking with your penis and not with your fucking brain. It means your hillbilly squads and the cowboy country and western Indians and the cowboys and the ghetto life of the Negro as they sit there and profess that they won the Google, but it still doesn't work because Elton and them stole the shit and Harry and all of them wanted to have their sex romp and fuck everything up when it was working. That isn't a win, Bernard. You send down legions of people who are sick to expect something to happen and it doesn't happen because your Carney show is a fucking piece of shit and you guys went through and jacked and pickpocketed homes, snuck into beds at night, fucked up people. You're a conniving lunatic, Bernard, Harry, Perlita, and your broadcast is shit. You don't win with the Robo Knight. The military and them are, because they get to avert your problem. They actually get an answer to the ones who create and cause war. So they let you guys fight your fucking war and die that way, Bernard, as Red Randy and them went around with Ellery's bullshit story and all that about how great you guys are with the football. And you guys just march your fucking drug addicts to corners so Dave and Steve Jones and the Morgans and whoever who do the dealing with Doug make their fucking money. That isn't winning. That means you're a dumb fuck, Bernard. And now all the states and people who have always wanted to know who are the ones that fuck up people's lives because Balamorad and his little spoiled daddy down there wanted to be lazy and cause fucking terrorist attacks and massacres and program people, you know, they actually get the answer as the ones who did their little display on the airplanes, fucked up people's lives, fucked up airplanes, fucked up damn near everything, Bernard. That isn't winning a war. That means you're a fucking nuisance. And Red Randy and them doing their tinky dumps to fucking hide their shit and fuck up everything and replicate themselves in. That means you're fucking a nuisance and a bunch of idiots running around in circles not knowing what you're fucking doing, Bernard. That is not a win. That is a fucking pathetic man who doesn't want to fucking realize reality, lives in denial, and if he can't accept it, then he causes problems for everybody else. You're a dumb fucking hick, Bernard. And your own history and your own movies nailed you in the ass because you're an candy-ass fag that likes to fucking ass fuck. And then you guys like to force people into your little group. So you keep going there protesting 70s hipster with everybody's stolen shit, but you didn't win no fucking war with Harry or Pickens Street, Jamaica Street, other than winning the war of looking like the supermassive dumbfuck same hillbillies that ruined everything. Now let's sit up underneath it and we'll supposedly atheist evolve through. How do you do that when you guys committed a terrorist attack against something that was never designed by you in the first place, Bernard and Antillaman? How? When you did the same, the group of them did the same in Texas and Florida, Bernard. Once you destroy it, it makes you look like a dumb fuck. You guys destroyed it and professed your God this way because it was the only way you guys in your pathetic lives could justify supposedly creating, as opposed to following people who had a better direction. You did it. It proves that your dog piles were sent through to help cover up that Britches the rapist is the biggest dumb fuck to ever exist, Bernard. You got your answer to the the stolen bitted kids. You people are the fucking ones who are doing it, Bernard. With Perlita, the cheerleading part of the hillbilly squad, yelling and screaming in the Yahoo and doing you guys' pathetic Indian fade myth story for that faggot loser. So he could steal it. Like I said, it doesn't really matter which directions you guys go. The further and further you pass on your prison fag lie and your war stories, Bernard and Robo Knight and Dave, and everywhere you guys move through proves you don't know what you're fucking doing. Like I said, people are just putting on the performance and doing what you guys want because you guys hold them hostage, but it's not really what they want to do. So secretly, covertly, the feds and all that other stuff, the military will do stuff so far beyond you guys' reach as you keep claiming this victory over the United States and the world, Bernard, and make you look like a fucking fool for the rest of your life with that group of fucking people. That's not what you do isn't a win, Bernard. What you and Harry and Joe and that group are doing, you're being humiliated for your fucking war cause stance and your assertion that that shit child and Perlita and whatever fucking other messiahs those churches prop up are God. And you're not, Bernard. Because the very fucking thing that you complain about the Negroes or anybody else doing, you fucking go behind people's backs and try to fucking do it yourself. It means you're a dumb fucking racist, Bernard. And if you can't tell by how you're breeding and what burrs about how fucking stupid the group of you are for what you did back in the past and what you guys continuously keep trying to cover up because you guys stole so much shit to amass your wealth, means you're the dumbest shit, Bernard, to ever exist, because even with that, it wouldn't have mattered if you stole. When you accumulated that wealth, you should have put it right back into research and development to recreate that which you so supposedly say you're the dominant leader of. But you don't, because half of you don't even know what you're fucking talking about or doing in the first place. So yeah, march them down toward the island, and in the future when she sets you in, you're gonna look like a dumb fuck waddling around and doing your shit, Bernard. That's what you won. Your delusional story of lies. So when you go to that mirror in the future, Bernard, with that group of people, and you start looking at yourselves, you'll fucking know. You'll know how big of fucking liars and conniving thieves and frauds and fakes you will always be on the planet fucking Earth.